Okay. This is the next kind of project for plow day. This is an old John Deere something or other. I don't remember. Maybe it was a Model F or something silly like that. Plow. It's big. It's really big. It's about 22 inches too long for what I want to use it. Now last year I had the plow that I just put on the Senior on the lever steer, and the lever steer did amazing. It never ran low on power. It always was up to the task to pull in that plow. It measured about 11 inches across, an 11-inch cut. This one measures about 13. My issue with that 11-inch plow behind Jackie, the lever steer, was that in hard ground, it was not biting. It was just not heavy enough. I was standing on the plow, holding onto the seat and steering it most of the plow day last year at another property that was very hard ground, dry. So I think the weight of this and the extra 2 inches would be easier on the tractor if I was actually sitting on it. So I'm going to do a little bit of lightening of this. I don't generally use a coulter wheel, and there's a couple little things on here that I don't seem to care to have. So I'm going to take those off, and then I'm going to trim this down and bring my tractor in and see what it takes to fit. Yeah. There are a pretty cool set of wheels on the back. This would run down in the furrow, and it's at an angle to keep the plow from pushing over. And then this is the land wheel. This is supposed to have the depth of the cut limited. So that's actually still a pretty big cut. That's probably I'm guessing 7 inches, maybe more, maybe 8. I might end up dropping this down. Even though the plow can cut more, I don't want to have such a deep cut that the next tractor in line gets stuck. So if I can move this down maybe another inch, if I can, I probably will. Now this right here is a testament to American-made vintage iron. Not only is this plow American-made, my 12-inch crescent wrench is as well. And I was able to pop these things loose, these big square nuts, with about this much effort. I have no idea how long this thing's been sitting. My guess is 20, maybe 30 years. And it still just popped right apart. You know, this slightly pains me, but this thing probably would have ended up being scrapped if I didn't go pick it up. And maybe this thing will last another 50 years doing these plow days, turning dirt, doing what it's meant to do. Stuff. Now, with this much of the plow out of the way, I'm going to attempt to drill a hole through this, I don't know, 1/2 inch thick steel. And it is heavy, heavy cast steel. It is not simple stuff to drill through. This is old iron that I've never experienced before. So hopefully with enough patience and oil, I'll be able to get through that to be able to drop a 5/8 inch pin through there. And just like that, we have some plans changed. I have this 3/8 inch plate that I used as a jig a long time ago, and I'm going to cut it up, and I'm going to have a plate welded here. I'll be able to drill holes through this overhang, top and bottom, that'll also help to center the plow left to right as I'm plowing. Man, I love this thing. I bet it's been a couple years since there's been any fresh grease in there. That's so cool. Oh man, the time has come. I've got all my tabs. I've got a double shear down there. I've got a double shear down there. I do not have a double shear on this lift arm. Let's see what happens. I got a feeling I'm gonna rip my shoulder off, and I'm gonna end up taking some more weight off anywhere I can, because this thing is massive. Oh yeah. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. All right. It works, but it is dang heavy. Now when I'm riding in the furrow and this thing's got dirt on top of it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually pick it up. I might have to stop and back up a little bit, pick the plow up. But we'll see once I pull a little extra weight off it. This thing is just so heavy. But what do you say? I think that's amazing. Now, a John Deere plow, a green plow behind my red tractor. I'm not so sure what to think about that, but it's so vintage. So patinaed. I think I'm going to leave it be. At least for this year. So I have done a little bit of weight reduction. Let's give this another shot. Well, it's lighter. It is not light. I also don't know if it will have enough downward travel past this. I don't know. I took the land wheel off because that was dang heavy. So my linkage here is really the only limiting factor other than the angle of the plow. I guess it's time to bring this outside and give it a shot. Whoa.